get ready for a wild ride through the one and only Louisiana. We're talking about the kind of place where the food's spicier, the music's louder, and the good times never seem to end. We're about to hit up 10 spots that'll make you want to pack your bags and book a ticket as soon as possible. From the electric streets of New Orleans to the peaceful shores of Grand Isle, we're diving headfirst into everything that makes Louisiana so special. Hold on tight, because you're not gonna want to miss this. First up, we're hitting the legendary streets of New Orleans. Picture this: vibrant buildings painted every color of the rainbow, the sweet smell of beignets filling the air, and the sounds of jazz music pouring out of every doorway. This is a city that truly comes alive at night, with a heartbeat you can feel the second you arrive. We're talking about strolling down Bourbon Street, grabbing a hurricane cocktail, and just soaking in the energy of this one-of-a-kind city. And you can't forget about the French Quarter, a historic neighborhood with a European vibe that'll transport you back in time. Think cobblestone streets, wrought iron balconies overflowing with flowers, and street performers sharing their talents on every corner. Trust me, the French Quarter is like stepping into a movie set, and you'll want to get lost in its beauty for days. Of course, no trip to New Orleans is complete without experiencing its incredible food scene. We're talking about digging into a steaming plate of jambalaya, savoring the flavors of a classic po' boy sandwich, and indulging in some of the freshest seafood you'll ever taste. And don't even get me started on the beignets. Those fluffy squares of fried dough dusted with powdered sugar are simply irresistible. Next, we're making our way to Baton Rouge, the heart and soul of Louisiana, and home to the legendary LSU Tigers. Now, this city is steeped in history, and you're gonna feel it everywhere you go. We're talking about exploring the majestic old state capitol, a Gothic masterpiece that looks like it belongs in a fairy tale, and then stepping into the modern Louisiana State Capitol, where you can soak in panoramic views of the city. But Baton Rouge isn't just about the past. It's also a city bursting with life and energy, especially when the LSU Tigers are playing. Picture this: a sea of purple and gold as far as the eye can see, the roar of the crowd echoing through the stadium, and the electric atmosphere of a true college town. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for a taste of that infectious school spirit, catching an LSU game is an experience you won't soon forget. And hey, while you're in Baton Rouge, why not take a stroll along the Mississippi River, visit the USS Kidd Veterans Museum, or explore the beautiful LSU campus? There's something for everyone in this vibrant city. Now get ready to spice things up as we head to Lafayette, the heart of Cajun and Creole country. This is the kind of place where you can practically taste the history in the air, a melting pot of cultures that created some of the most delicious food and liveliest music you'll ever experience. First things first, you gotta try authentic Cajun and Creole cuisine. We're talking about digging into a steaming bowl of gumbo, savoring the flavors of spicy boudin, and trying out all the different kinds of etouffee you can find. And don't forget about the crawfish boils, a true Louisiana tradition that'll have you peeling and eating these little mud bugs like a pro in no time. But Lafayette is more than just food. It's about embracing the joie de vivre, the joy of life, that's so central to Cajun and Creole culture. That means dancing the night away to Zydeco music, listening to stories passed down through generations, and experiencing the warmth and hospitality of the people who call this place home. Trust me, you'll leave Lafayette with a full stomach, a happy heart, and maybe even a new dance move or two. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to hit the bright lights and big city energy of Shreveport. This place is known for its casinos, entertainment, and a touch of southern charm that'll make you feel right at home. If you're feeling lucky, Shreveport's got your name written all over it. We're talking about trying your luck at the roulette wheel, hitting the slots, or going all in at the poker table. And hey, even if gambling isn't your thing, there's still plenty to keep you entertained in Shreveport. We're talking about catching a Broadway show at the historic Strand Theater, exploring the vibrant art scene downtown, or taking a stroll through the beautiful gardens of the American Rose Center. And let's not forget about the food. Shreveport's got a little something for everyone, from classic Southern comfort food to upscale dining experiences. So why not treat yourself to a delicious meal and soak in the lively atmosphere of this one-of-a-kind city? Get ready to soak up some sunshine and fresh air, because we're heading to Lake Charles, a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts and anyone who loves spending time on the water. Think sparkling lakes, lush green spaces, and endless opportunities for adventure. That's Lake Charles in a nutshell. First things first, you gotta experience the beauty of the lake itself. We're talking about renting a boat and spending the day fishing, kayaking, or just cruising along the water, taking in the scenery. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, why not try your hand at some water skiing or wakeboarding? But Lake Charles isn't just about the great outdoors, it's also got a vibrant cultural scene, delicious food, and plenty of entertainment options. We're talking about exploring the historic Charpentier Historic District, trying your luck at the L'Auberge Casino Resort, or catching a show at the Lake Charles Civic Center. And of course, no trip to Lake Charles would be complete without indulging in some fresh seafood. Get ready to be charmed because we're heading to Natchitoches, pronounced Natchitoches, the oldest city in Louisiana and a true gem of the South. This place is like stepping back in time with its historic architecture, quaint streets, and a pace of life that'll make you want to slow down and savor every moment. We're talking about strolling along the brick sidewalks of Front Street, admiring the beautifully preserved buildings dating back to the 18th century, and imagining what life was like in this charming town centuries ago. And hey, don't forget to bring your camera because Natchitoches is one of the most picturesque places you'll ever visit. Of course, no trip to Natchitoches would be complete without experiencing its unique culture and traditions. We're talking about trying the famous Natchitoches meat pies, attending the annual Christmas Festival of Lights, and learning about the fascinating history of this one-of-a-kind town. Hold on to your taste buds because we're heading to Avery Island, home of the one and only Tabasco sauce. This place is a unique blend of history, nature, and fiery flavors that'll leave you wanting more. We're talking about taking a tour of the Tabasco factory, learning how this iconic sauce is made from seed to bottle, and even trying out some unique Tabasco-flavored treats. And hey, if you're feeling brave, why not test your limits at the Tabasco Country Store's hot sauce tasting bar? Avery Island is more than just hot sauce. It's also home to the beautiful jungle gardens, a 170-acre botanical paradise filled with exotic plants, flowers, and wildlife. We're talking about strolling through bamboo forests, admiring the colorful blooms of azaleas and camellias, and maybe even spotting an alligator or two lurking in the water. Get ready for a dose of Southern hospitality and a trip down memory lane because we're heading to Monroe, a city with a rich history and a whole lot of heart. This place is full of hidden gems and unexpected treasures, from its connections to Coca-Cola and Elvis Presley to its charming downtown and beautiful parks. We're talking about visiting the Biedenharn Museum and Gardens, the birthplace of Coca-Cola bottling, and learning about the fascinating history of this iconic beverage. And hey, while you're there, why not take a stroll through the beautiful gardens, a peaceful oasis right in the heart of the city? And speaking of icons, did you know that Elvis Presley himself performed in Monroe back in the day? It's true. You can check out the Northeast Louisiana Delta African American Heritage Museum to learn more about Elvis's connection to the city and the rich musical heritage of the region. Get ready for a wild adventure because we're heading to Alexandria, a city that seamlessly blends history, culture, and natural beauty. From its fascinating museums and historic sites to its sprawling parks and exciting attractions, Alexandria has something for everyone. We're talking about exploring the Alexandria Zoological Park, home to over 500 animals from around the world, including lions, tigers, bears, and even a rare white tiger. And hey, if you're feeling brave, you can even feed the giraffes. But Alexandria is more than just animals. It's also a city steeped in history. We're talking about visiting the Louisiana Maneuvers and Military Museum, which tells the story of the largest military training exercise ever held in the United States, or exploring the Arna Bontemps African American Museum and Cultural Arts Center, which celebrates the life and work of the renowned African American author and librarian. Pack your swimsuit and grab your sunscreen, because we're ending our Louisiana adventure on the beautiful shores of Grand Isle, a true paradise for beach lovers and anyone who craves a little rest and relaxation. This barrier island is all about soaking up the sun, feeling the sand between your toes, and escaping from the everyday hustle and bustle. We're talking about spending your days swimming, sunbathing, and building sandcastles on the pristine beaches, or casting a line and trying your luck at catching some of the Gulf's legendary fish. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, why not try your hand at surfing, paddleboarding, or kayaking? But Grand Isle is more than just a pretty beach. It's also a haven for wildlife, especially birds. We're talking about exploring the Grand Isle State Park, home to a variety of bird species, including pelicans, herons, and egrets, or visiting the Grand Isle Migratory Bird Celebration, a must-see event for any bird enthusiast. And there you have it, folks. The top 10 places you absolutely must visit in Louisiana. From the vibrant streets of New Orleans to the peaceful shores of Grand Isle, this state has something for everyone. So what are you waiting for? Start planning your Louisiana adventure today. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more awesome travel content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Until next time, keep exploring.